Well, here we are. We're getting closer and closer to the end of the Arizona high school football season. Playoffs are in full swing. Welcome on into Bleacher Talk. I'm your host, Jordan Spurgeon. And this week, Cody Cameron, our recruiting analyst, is going to join me to talk about some of his favorite matchups. There's some surprising teams in some of the lower brackets, and then who we think the favorites are in the open to potentially pull off some upsets, and then a wide open 6A brackets. There's a lot to get to with Cody Cameron. We'll have some stories later on in the show as well, and then Eliav Gabai will join me for some social spotlight. But here's Cody Cameron. As promised, Cody Cameron joining me now here on Bleacher Talk. And as we get deeper and deeper into the playoffs, Cody, a lot becomes apparent. And we'll get into some of the favorites in the Open and 6A. But I think one of my favorite things about Arizona high school football every year this time of year is seeing the teams that are just on a Cinderella run. And that usually means they're undefeated. Maybe they got hot late. And so one of those teams I really want to pick your brain on real quick is Desert View down in 5A, an undefeated season under Robert Bonillas this year. Nobody really knew what to expect from this program coming in. They're the 3 seed in 5A, and right now they're making a run. They get Canyon View this week. What do you think?
Yeah, so this past summer, I only go to maybe one or two sevens events all year long. It's always the college hosted 7-on-7. So I went to ASU in June, and Desert View came down there, and it was my first time even seeing that program in person. And I'll tell you what, Spurge, those kids got after it. And I know it's 7-on-7. I don't even take a lot from 7-on-7. I'm looking for just speed and just, kind of how players are moving after training in the spring. They got after it. They look forward to playing the Phoenix teams, and they kind of embodied their head coach of going. He was passionate. You could tell he's such a great players coach, and obviously well respected too by his players. But man, they played with some serious passion, and they got after it that day. And so after that, I was like, man, this Desert View team, this looks fun. I had no idea the type of run they were going to make like they did this year. And so to me, you could say they're the true Cinderella team. They much deserve first round bye in the 5A playoffs. In this first round, man, they put it on a Mountain Point team. I was kind of coming high after beating a previous Tucson team, Flowing Wells, by 20 points. They beat them by a healthy two scores at home. So I love Desert View. I'm rooting for them. They have a heck of a matchup this week against Canyon View. That's a really, really well coached team and Coach Alcantar. But what a story for Desert View this year.
Yeah, and not like I said, Cinderella run, but also undefeated. They should be expecting at this point to be in the situation. Them and Desert Edge being the two unbeatens down there in 5A. Looking over at the Open division now, I want to shift gears over there. We all know it's Hamilton, it's Basha, it's Liberty, it's Chandler. Those are the top four seeds. But seeing who has come out on top in the play-in games, who are you expecting to sort of give one of those teams a run for their money this week, whether it's actually upsetting them or at least making it a really close game?
So I think everybody in the state has the top 1 through 4 seeds. I was a lock, maybe not so much Chandler versus Brophy. Maybe that's more even than the other three. But how about Red Mountain? When you have that
Mhm.
stigma, right? I think when you talk about a Kyle Enders Red Mountain football team, what do they love the most, especially this time? Everybody doubting them. They live off
Yep.
that, right? The Junkyard Dogs, the Road Warriors, every slogan you could think of. They're coming high after
Public
beating A Lake
schools.
Pink Creek. Yeah, after beating A Lake Pink Creek. Again, man, I think they love that. They want everybody to say, "Hey, Liberty's going to sweep this whole tournament." Red Mountain, who cares? Liberty's going to win by 21. I think Red Mountain loves that. They feed off that. Hey, these two teams, they know each other really, really well. Really well. They're friends in the off season. I think mindset wise, they're very similar as in staffs in terms of, hey, we want aggressive, tenacious football. We want to attack defensively. They both these programs embody that. So there are some similarities there. And with similarities, I think Red Mountain's defensive scheme can bode well here. I think Red Mountain will do fine. I'm not going to straight up say they're going to win it because I still think Liberty has a very good chance to three-peat here. And to me, they're still on the thrones and the king of Arizona until they lose. But I think when you're looking at these matchups, I think Red Mountain's going to give them a heck of a run for their money in this game.
I tend to agree. I'm sure you also agree with this. If they're not the two best coach teams in the state, they're two of the top three or four best
Yep.
coach teams in the state. And Red Mountain does remind me of what Liberty was a couple years ago when they were trying to get over the hump. They had all those games against Chandler. They couldn't quite do it. Red Mountain kind of feels like where Liberty was. Now, can they go out and beat a Liberty team that has figured out how to get over that hump and hasn't lost a game in the state of Arizona in a couple years now? I don't know yet, but I wouldn't count them out. It's a game. I'm glad I'm not doing picks. I wouldn't want to pick either one and add bulletin board material because both these coaches will use that.
Yes.
And these teams fully embrace it. But I do think that is probably going to be the best open division game this week. I also think Mountain View against Hamilton. I know Jack Scully's out. Mountain View, the way they're playing, maybe they can put up a fight as well. These Mesa schools have just been on a heater so far in this postseason. So I'm not going to count them out either. But, I think we agree. I think we expect these top four teams to continue doing what they've been doing.
Yeah, I agree too. I think in that Mountain View game, I 100%, that's such a really well-coached Toros team. And you're right. You're playing Hamilton without Jack Scoley. They're kind of banged up in some other positions too. But when I look at that game, I think Hamilton's defense hasn't been talked enough about this year. They have played so well, especially their front. Derek LeBlanc Jr., the junior defensive lineman, he is a monster, and their linebackers absolutely fly to the football. I think on the defensive side, Hamilton's one of the most healthy they've been all year. So to me, I don't know. I would still make Hamilton a 2-touchdown favorite.
Mhm.
Coach Andy Litton is going to have those Toros ready to go, 100%. And when you have Brady Goodman and you have a Talon Arnett, you could put points up against anybody. A Coy Bodley, who played amazing in the Centennial game we broadcasted. I just think when you're looking across, I think Hamilton and then even the Basham Williamsfield game, I think both those teams are about, before they even take a snap, about 2 to 3 scores better as a favorite in those matchups.
What's fascinating about this new system this year with the open division play-in game with the teams falling down is I'm taking a look at the 6A bracket and all 8 teams, I can't put a finger on a favorite. I
Oh,
legit see a possibility and a path for all 8 of these teams to win the 6A championship. As you're kind of looking at it, who are your sort of favorites at this point to advance this week and potentially win the title?
I agree. We've talked about this for a couple of weeks now, is when this is finally finalized as these 8 teams in 6A. I don't think there's a team that really jumps out too much because they're all even. I mean, South Point Pinnacle, even because Pinnacle's played so well defensively all year, Jordan.
Mhm.
Even that game, it's a rematch from a couple of weeks ago. And Pinnacle, yeah, quote unquote, I don't think the score says it because I think South Point scored one of the last seconds of the game there to make it a one-score game. But I think Pinnacle dominated every asset of that football game. But it is a South Point team who is riding extremely high right now. They are coming off a huge win against Quinn Creek as they traveled up here to beat the Bulldogs. And then you talk about a Pinnacle team who's coming off a loss, a very physical matchup against Williamsfield. Williamsfield, I think, scored a couple scores in the fourth quarter to win that game on the road. So mentality. I've been talking to so many coaches around the state, like, I don't know how these teams are going to mentally focus and kind of put in a mental, hey, we're coming off a loss. We need to regroup. We have a chance to win a title. We need to regroup. I just never seen it. We've never seen it in a football landscape. It's such a basketball and baseball model, right, of having a second chance. So if South Point plays the way they did, I think they have a chance here. And then just going down the line, Higley Castile, very even matchup. Perry, ALA, Quinn Creek. I think at once we'd all say, oh, ALA, Quinn Creek's going to win this game. But their starting quarterbacks are Britton DeWitt. And so it really evens the playing field against Joseph Ortiz's team. And then Mesa Centennial, if Centennial gets some bodies back, that is about as even as you can get. I think that might
Mhm.
be a game of the week, Mesa versus Centennial. So I agree with you, Spurge. I know I didn't really answer your question, but I think there's been so many injuries.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna get. I think it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, if I were going through picks in each bracket, I think 6A is the one I would stay away from as best
Yeah,
I can because I legit all of these teams are loaded with talent and there's different injuries and it just feels like the most even bracket. I think that's one of the coolest things about this new format, just seeing a bracket be this even. But Cody, thanks so much for joining me here on Bleacher Talk. We're excited to keep this playoffs continuing moving forward. We'll be on different broadcasts and it's going to be a good time.
absolutely, my man. I'll talk to you soon.
With a Cardinals debit card from Desert Financial, you get official game day perks, like express stadium entry, 10% off food and drinks, exclusive ticket pricing, and 20% off at the team shop. Score your debit card from Desert Financial, the official banking partner of the Arizona Cardinals.
To be a top tight end in the league, there is no compromise. Trey fuels his body with a protein shake that has great taste like no other. Keeping the grit in his workouts, but never in his protein shake. Rockin' protein. Never settle.
This is a Santan Ford announcement.
Santan Ford is taking delivery of over 500 new cars and trucks. All models are priced for immediate sale to make room for more arrivals. Don't wait. Head to Tim Hovey's Santan Ford in Gilbert.
We are Santan Ford.
Nothing brings people and families together faster than sharing food. Great friends, memories, and good times. For over 2 generations, Valle Luna has served you the food that brought you together, and we've been proud to do so. We're fortunate to have been a part of so many stories, gatherings, and traditions that continue on today and will tomorrow. Start a tradition of your own. Come taste authentic Sonoran-style food with your family and friends here with us at Valle Luna.
Discover more Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino.
Hi folks, here are your drinks.
Where having fun means racking up reward credits with the Caesars Rewards loyalty program. They can be redeemed for food, free play, hotel stays, and more. Not only here in the city of Maricopa, but also at more than 50 Caesars properties coast to coast. From Harrah's Las Vegas to Caesars Palace in Atlantic City. What are you waiting for? Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino, the official sponsor of Play.
To be a top tight end in the league, there is no compromise. Trey fuels his body with a protein shake that has great taste like no other. Keeping the grit in his workouts, but never in his protein shake. Rockin' protein, never settle.
Self-acclaimed hardest working man in showbiz. Hey, look, I've known you to do your own radio show. You've had your own TV segment. You do color commentary for high school, college, and the Arizona Rattlers. And I just witnessed you doing a podcast.
Correct.
I mean, what's that all about? And break it down for me.
Well, obviously Monday through Friday, I'm on the main event with my co Steve McCullum. You can find it all your podcast ability. I'm not sure which ones they are because I'm not a podcast listener as much. But yeah, it keeps you involved, keeps you close to sports. And that's something that's been really near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, and so you're a Saguaro SaberCat alum,
Yeah.
and you've always kept your hand in the high school arena. You still do color commentary. Give me a breakdown here. Which is the most impressive team that you've seen so far this year, and who do you like to win it all?
Here, Hamilton's for real. Have not seen them. But it's always good to see a game up close and personal. You know, what's unbelievable with Arizona high school football, where it's grown. I graduated in 1980. We did some studies. There were literally 9 guys who got Division I scholarships out of the state of Arizona in 1980. Now Basha has 9 guys who have Division I scholarship offers. It's fantastic the way the Arizona high school football has continued to grow and grow and grow. Coop, when you and I were growing up, Ohio State, Alabama, Oklahoma, they stopped here to refuel so they could get to California.
Dale, what would you credit the success to Arizona high school football being able to elevate itself to like one of the top football producing states in the country?
Yeah, I mean, it's in the conversation, isn't it? I mean, we used to be so far down the list. Well, I think you look at the coaches. I mean, from Charlie Regal to Jason Mons to the Chandler coaches that have been there. Hamilton's had a bunch, Centennial, Richard Taylor, a bunch of high-level coaches. And then all it takes is a few guys. And also, hey, we got to stop and recruit that guy. Oh, I see that guy. That guy might be able to play. And then it grows. And Coop, the thing that just blows my mind when I show up to these games, I mean, the offensive linemen are 6'5", 290 pounds, and they can run 5 flat 40s. And then you got the skill guys. It's kind of been a quarterback state. A bunch of guys coming out of here to play quarterback. So I think all around, the coaching is probably the number one thing. And those coaches get out there and sell their guys. There is no way that he said that.
You know, Dale, I've known you for a long time. You don't mince words. I mean, you'll throw the darts out when you see that they're applicable. Having said that, this podcast, how does it evolve around your personality? I mean, your stick.
Well, it's usually because my looks are the number one thing about it. I'm the eye candy, you know, and then it comes with my intelligence level. Okay. No, but what I love about it gives you a chance to talk about all these things. And you know, we're talking about the Arizona Diamondbacks, and then yesterday they throw a bullpen game in the throes of a playoff race, and you got 4 months, not on a Thursday game at the end of the season. That makes no sense to me. If the manager, whoever it was when Randy Johnson was here, said, hey,
Bob
Brenly comes up to Randy and goes, hey, we think you need another day of rest. We're going to not start you. Randy would throw a fit. So the podcast gives me an opportunity to get all that out of my system so I can be a good husband and a good father at home.
Dale Hillestrand.
Yeah.
The one and only.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time.
You got it.
Last couple years that I've been doing it, we just had football doing it. Flag football's doing it now, as well as our boys are doing it, and then cheerleading just got in doing it too as well. So it's been truly a blessing to see.
The first time Trey even asked, I was like, it was an immediate yes. I love seeing their face every single week, and just being able to know like you're making an impact on them, and not even that, you're making a relationship with them is just beyond exciting.
I just love to see like how happy the kids are to see us and just doing something good for the community, more than on the football field, just coming to the classrooms and seeing how excited they are.
It's just an honor coming in here every Friday, seeing the kids smile. It just makes you smile, and I just can't wipe the smile off my face when I'm here. It's really great.
It's so awesome getting the opportunity to come back to this school. I mean, I loved the school coming here, and hopefully one day they get to come to our school and have an opportunity like we do.
It's just crazy to see how much I've grown as a person, and I can't believe I was this small at some point.
Yeah, I loved coming here today and getting to read to the younger kids. Just watching their faces light up when we walk into the room is so good, and it just makes everything worth it, especially like the long days. They see the uniforms and they're like, oh my goodness, but it's so cool being able to see that that could be them one day.
I know their teacher just said that this is like the highlight of their week, and being able to come here and just make that impact on their week is really great.
I actually met one of the girls who goes here. Her mom is like a friend of a friend, but she actually does club flag football, and so she came and asked me a bunch of questions about, like how did I start, what positions do I play, and it's really cool to see these young girls like we're their inspiration to like continue to keep going and getting better.
With a Cardinals debit card from Desert Financial, you get official game day perks, like express stadium entry, 10% off food and drinks, exclusive ticket pricing, and 20% off at the team shop. Score your debit card from Desert Financial, the official banking partner of the Arizona Cardinals.
Ortho Arizona and my journey. My knees were shot, so I had double knee replacement, and I needed one of the best in rehab. Ortho Arizona encouraged and pushed me in the process. Go to orthoarizona.org. That's orthoarizona.org.
Welcome everyone under the lights at Mountain America Stadium. Boy, look at this stadium. If you're not here, shame on you. Go up and go get it, young man. What a catch.
Buy your season tickets, because why would you not want to be in that environment?
I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, it's all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that.
Welcome back into Bleacher Talk. I'm Jordan Spurgeon alongside Eliav Gabay. So you know what it is. Social spotlight in the heart of the postseason. We're excited because nothing is better than playoff football, right, Eliav? Maybe a little sad because it's coming to an end. We've got a couple weeks left. But there's just so much excitement to cover. So Eliav, you've been scouring X. What have you found?
Yeah, no, it's true. It is bittersweet always this time of year. The holidays come around. That's good and fun, but then that means the season on the gridiron is coming to a close. And we already have a champion crowned, which is obviously such a big deal. But before we even get to that, we love going to our Arizona high school alumni, and Chase Lucas visited town with the 49ers. Sorry, Cardinals fans, we won't talk about the final score.
Belt to butt.
Yeah, but Chase Lucas, of all people, always thinking about his Arizona high school community. And he went to ASU, of course, an alum there, Chandler alum. It's just great to see Chase Lucas always thinking about his State 48 family.
And he's just such a great story in the NFL too. You know, enters the Lions, is mostly a special teams player. He's been around a little bit, ends up with the Niners, still on special teams, but starting to get more reps on defense as they've been banged up. And man, it's just cool seeing Chase Lucas do his thing and then get back to the community. He's always been a guy that's super in touch with the community, and he is just a great teammate, great player, and an even better person that really represents the state of Arizona through Chandler and through ASU so well. He's an all right ping pong player. We played ping pong a few years back at the Pac-12 Media Days. He was all right. He was all right. I may have won that one, or maybe I didn't. I forget. We'll have to roll the tape eventually. But regardless, he's just a great dude and representing at the best level, so we love to see it.
Well, you can't call him out if you're not gonna, say what happens first. I mean, come on. We definitely got to run the tape on that one. But yeah, of course, Chase Lucas always a great example. And here's another great example of what it means to put on a show. Aiden Billings setting the Cienega record for receiving touchdowns at 14. The previous record stood since 2011. I know for some of us, that doesn't feel like that long ago, but folks, it's been a long time, so credit to Aiden Billings there, Spurge.
Yeah, breaking school records. I mean, that's something to be proud of. And Cienega had a season where he was kind of one of the focal points of the offense, obviously, and he got the job done in the red zone. He got it done with big plays as well. And so congrats to you for breaking that record. That's incredible. Your name is now there in the history books for, if time repeats itself, at least the next 14 years, if it holds up, if not longer. So definitely really cool to see that.
More history being made this time in 1A. We said a champion was crowned, and if you were betting on this, I'm sure you'd bet that Hayden would pull it out again. A three-peat complete, and this play right here was a big part of it before the first half ended. Hayden, an 84-yard pass play to Kino Lorona. That puts them up 36-14, and game wasn't out of reach completely, but that was the start of it, Spurge.
Dominance. I mean, we talk about dynasties in so many sports. Hayden, a 1A dynasty right now, three-peating it. I mean, they are impressive to watch. So congrats to the Lobos. We're excited to highlight them as we get closer to our National Football Foundation show at the end of the year. We'll go ahead and tease that now. We always recognize the winners, and they're the first one this year down there in 1A for the third straight year. So congrats to them. And yeah, having an 84-yard touchdown in a championship game. I mean, come on now. It doesn't get any better than that for anybody. That's something remarkable.
Absolutely. And a big mazal tov to Hayden. That's all we have for Social Spotlight.
Well, Eliav, thanks so much. We appreciate you. We'll see you all out on the sidelines and on your TV screens throughout the rest of this postseason. Thanks for tuning into Bleacher Talk. We'll see you next time.
With a Cardinals debit card from Desert Financial, you get official game day perks, like express stadium entry, 10% off food and drinks, exclusive ticket pricing, and 20% off at the team shop. Score your debit card from Desert Financial, the official banking partner of the Arizona Cardinals.
Visit us at Harrah's Auction Casino in the city of Maricopa, where you'll find play for all and friendly people ready to welcome you like family.
Welcome back, you two.
As the official sponsor of Play and the only casino in Arizona with Caesars Rewards, see what a difference it makes to play where your fun is our top priority. Harrah's Auction Casino. Play for all.
Nothing brings people and families together faster than sharing food. Great friends, memories, and good times. For over 2 generations, Valle Luna has served you the food that brought you together, and we've been proud to do so. We're fortunate to have been a part of so many stories, gatherings, and traditions that continue on today and will tomorrow. Start a tradition of your own. Come taste authentic Sonoran-style food with your family and friends here with us at Valle Luna.